my audio low, guys? No. Test. Is my audio low? Tell me, please. Very low. Audio. That's not good. What about now? Test. Hello. Hello. Test. Much better? Awesome. I guess I just have to max out my mix amp for some reason. I don't know why I have to do that, but it has to stay on 10. Don't you guys love technology sometimes where it just doesn't make any logical sense? How's everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? Let's see if we can get a little shout outs in chat. What's good, guys? Let me see. What do we got here? And the first name I choose is Podge Sali, Alan, Chris. Was good? Damien, how we doing? Mark, wifey's in the building, as you guys can see. Why so early? Chat. Listen, does no one know about the time change? There's a time change in North America. Time change in North America. So yeah, everyone, our time went forward. Yeah, forward. So right now it's chat. Right now it's 9:11 a.m. That was awkward. Right now it's yeah. So we got stock open in 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes. Yeah, so time change for everybody that's didn't know. So yeah, I guess maybe a lot of people don't know because the other side of the world doesn't do you guys don't do time changes, do you? Like Europe and Asia? Excuse me. Better for Australia? Listen, Australia has the most wildest time zone. Like, what time is it in Australia right now? Because I know it's different in some cities over there, but like, let's just say Sydney. Sydney, Australia. Time. What time is it in Sydney? It is midnight for you guys. Damn, that's ass. The best session to trade is New York, and it's midnight for you guys for New York? That is tough. I guess London is a good session to trade still, like scalping wise, and that would be like what yeah, that'd be like what 6 p.m. or some shit over there. End of March in the UK. I see. Okay, so we do it a little bit earlier, I guess, over here. "12 hours in front of you in Western Australia." Damn. Oh, that's not bad at all then, actually. What? That's 9 p.m. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good, bro. All right, chat. Let's hop into some charts. Look at some charts. See what we're thinking on the higher time frame. So that target is hit on NQ finally. The delivery was ass cheeks. I don't care what anybody says. Look at that. We decided to chop here for about 1 second. 30 days of me. I was gonna say clawing my hair out, but that's awkward. But yeah, 30 days. 30 days of range on NQ. Finally taking out the lows that we've talked about for probably a century now. Now, where can this thing head to next? Where can this thing head to next? Great question. I still see downside targets, chat. I still see downside targets. A dream scenario for myself. A dream scenario for myself would be this. That would be ideal, and that would be that would clear a lot of things up if we did that. And then I'd just short this thing all the way down to hell. But that would be the most ideal. That would be the most ideal, chat. We get above these highs. That would look clean. So today, we'll track some price together. We'll look and see what we can find on an intraday scalping basis. It would be foolish to take any sort of shorts right now. We haven't built anything at the lows. We have internal liquidity left here that's possible to run to. Other than that, we have no reason to run to this low yet. No reason. So all I see on NQ right now, all I see. All right. Wish I had a better story for you. I do not. Gold. Gold. All right. Look at this initial buildup of liquidity. Okay. We run higher. We trap lower. Still respecting these lows on the left, chat. Still respecting them. And we are also in a heavy range right now. Heavy range. This is 6 days of price action in this nasty range. So all you gold traders are yeah, you guys are getting chopped up, I'm assuming, because nothing looks good here. I'll be completely honest with you. Left highs up here. Now we've respected the low, so price can definitely run here. It's possible. On a smaller time frame, chat. Taking some internal highs on the left. Price is now running. Yeah, we ran those highs on the left. Built liquidity to the lows. Maybe it's shorts in the session. Your guess is as good as mine, to be completely honest with you guys. Your guess is as good as mine. I wouldn't be touching this right now. I wouldn't be, and I'm not gonna. I wouldn't be, and I'm not gonna. So gold is on the back burner still, and it's been on the back burner since last Tuesday. So we're gonna be going on for a week of not giving a shit about gold. Aussie. Aussie's in the yeah, I feel like all the dollar pairs are kind of in this kind of situation, bro. But okay, so I mean, let's break this down. We have induced buyers built their liquidity here, and then we trapped them. Okay, price has now screwed around for quite a while. Printed this low here, chat. From that point, took out some highs, inducing buyers, came down, trapped them. Okay, and then again another trap. So as of right now, it's not pretty, bro, but if I had to put my finger on it, if we go long right now, it's possible we can go long all the way back up to these highs. Okay, now if we reverse in this area, then we should visit this low on the left. Okay, so that's kind of what I see on Aussie right now, bro. I wish I had something cleaner to show you guys, but this is like, look at this, right? This is since last Tuesday as well. So literally all dollar pairs have been in a nasty state of price action for almost a week's time. Now, listen up. AUD CHF is absolutely insane, Matt. Listen up, chat. We have, look at my screen. CPI on Wednesday. CPI on Wednesday. Today, nothing. Tomorrow, nothing. Wednesday, CPI. Thursday news and Friday news. So no news Monday and Tuesday. Then we have news Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Think about this. No wonder I'm not early, bro. There's a time change. There is a time change. No one knows about the time change, eh? Monday, Tuesday, slow. No news. Wednesday, first news, and it's CPI. So expect the move to be aggressive. Expect the move to be big across the dollar pairs. So that tells me already, with just understanding when these red folder announcements are going to be, Monday and Tuesday, don't expect much, bro. Don't expect much at all. I'm more than likely, I'm going to be on my hands today and tomorrow. I know a lot of you degenerates can't understand that, but that's trading. So yeah, pump the brakes a bit on these dollar pairs for sure. And I'm not surprised Euro looks like ass. I would really like to see if we could squeeze up to these highs, chat. That would be an ideal short back down. So keep an eye on Euro for that. But I feel like that won't occur until news anyways. So that's the situation we're in. USD CAD had a delicious higher time frame short up here. Don't know if anybody was able to get into this, but nonetheless, there was people actually in my community that took this, which is nice to see. But shorts in here, targets would eventually be down here. What I'm hoping for overall, chat, is USD CAD to have a pop up and then we can short. Don't know if that's going to come though. That would be, again, something I would be looking at, because as of right now, there would be nothing to take. And USD JPY is not in conditions I want to be trading right now. Yeah, that's going to stay on the sidelines. Higher time frame targets will remain at this high, chat. It will remain up here, but it does look like it's not in trading territory right now. So, no thank you. And same thing with GJ. Highs. All right. We have 7 minutes till stock open here, chat. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have to be right back. The facilities are calling my name. Be right back. 2 minutes. Hello, chat. We're back. Wifey said quit yapping and check gold. Well, that wasn't too kind, was it? Do I know Ethiopia? Of course I know Ethiopia. How many pairs under my watch list? You guys should see. There you go. You can see on the right hand side over there. Check out GBP JPY. Like, guys, I just went through GBP JPY, but this is a bit awkward. All right, NQ. So, what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Are we gonna see a bullish or bearish day? What is cycle completion? I've never used that term, so I'm not too entirely sure. Marco, since Apex has end of day accounts, yeah, Tendra, I have Apex accounts. I have Apex accounts. Looks like we're running a poll here, chat. What are we thinking on NQ today? Are we going bullish or are we going bearish? What is chat thinking? Bearish? NQ coming up to cover 50% of the gap. 50% of the gap. So you're saying you mark on a Fibonacci like this, and this is where it's gonna fill? So to be exact, you think price is gonna come exactly to 24,537.25? What do you know that I don't know? Yo, Marco, come to Ethiopia? Well, you're a little bit far. You're far from me, unfortunately. Ethiopia is definitely not close. You're definitely not close to me. Bitcoin buddy. Yo, why do I keep getting called buddy? There you go, chat. Bitcoin, I am bearish. Now, if price wants to sell off in here, awesome. If it does not want to, I think we still have some potential upside. So, either or. Marco, come to Atlanta. You got you some real hot wings. Yo, actually, I fuck with spicy wings, bro. Yes, we run giveaways every single stream, chat. Every single stream. I got you. All right, we got the opens coming in a minute 20. Good morning, Bella. Welcome in. Thanks for hopping in with us. Have a blast trading and a wonderful week. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, Bella, for hopping in. Thank you. We'll talk soon. Hope you have a good week as well. True. Where's Charlie? Charlie's sleeping. Charlie's snoozing, chat. This guy, Charlie, he sleeps all night, chat, and then the morning comes around, he has breakfast and he goes back to sleep. That's Charlie's morning routine. Trend line? I haven't marked a trend line. All right. NQ up to the highs now. We're taking out highs again. So is that London? That's London. Where's wifey? She's beside me. She's chilling. She's got her eyes in the chat to keep you guys all in place, man. You try and screw around, wifey's got you. On percent scalp, day trader, and swing tell us? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? I think until news ends, until day ends, the price will be ugly and you 100% Aaron? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, I agree. I think USD pairs will look like shit until CPI. And as you guys can see, like for example, this was all of last week's price action, chat. Look at that. That was all of last week's price action. Chop, chop, chop. So we're definitely in a uglier state right now. And this is very normal prior to big news events. Do I ever change the color of my candles? Nah. Honestly, black and gray was just like clean in my opinion. Gray bullish, black bearish. I've had this for years, to be honest with you. Sometimes I switch the bullish one to white, but for the most part, I just use gray black, chat. What's up, Umesh? Welcome in, bro. Gold's going bullish right now. I appreciate you, Ron. I appreciate you. Thank you. I like your simplicity. I appreciate that. Mark, I only need one more trade to pass my challenge. Only by using your concepts. Thank you. Nice one, bro. Let's go. W's. That's fire. Congratulations. Smash it out. Stay patient. Mark, I've been studying your strategy of which liquidity blocks to choose. Is confusing. Guys, prioritize liquidity over liquidity blocks. Prioritize liquidity over liquidity blocks. Alrighty. That right there will save a lot of losses for you. NQ spiked out London highs and giving a little bit of a reaction right now. Nothing too crazy. I don't expect much on NQ chat, so if you guys are NQ traders, chill. I spent the last year studying yours and Tyler's very helpful. Let's go, Dynamite. Let's go, brother. Bro, waiting for your next video? Yeah, chat, I got another video coming out tomorrow. Every single Tuesday. Every single Tuesday. Some weeks I'll post twice, Tuesday, Saturday, but at the minimum, we'll be posting every single Tuesday. We get another banger in inter-equity tomorrow. Tomorrow's another brand new YouTube video, chat. I got another brand new video coming out tomorrow after New York session. Marco, in your model, how do you see liquidity in gaps? I don't see liquidity in gaps. I don't see any sort of reason for price to, like, why would we run up here? I don't see a reason for it. To fill the gap? Think about that. Why? What does the gap do? Did you enter anything? I did not, my brother. Marco waits to trap retail pattern users, right? Guys, I keep it as simple as possible, right? I just make sure I can identify where I see early. So if I'm selling, I want to see early sellers taken out. If I'm buying, I want to see early buyers taken out, right? So if I want to sell something, I've identified that there's sellers up here. I wait for the market to take it, and then I go short. So I capitalize on this move here. So I don't capitalize on any of these moves. None of these. I just like to catch the move back to the downside. This one, right? And then same thing. If I'm buying, I've identified a level that I want to see price below. I wait for price to take it out, and I capitalize on this move back up. Right? So sell scenario, buy scenario. Basically it. Keep it as simple as possible, chat. That's my edge. That's my edge right there, to simplify it as much as possible. Where do we think gold's going, chat? Are we thinking gold's going to come all the way back down for these lows down here? How far is that? 1,300 pips away. What about GBP USD? I don't have it on my list, chat, but here, let's take a look. Let's take a look. It's probably gonna be the same scenario as pro. I mean, look at these dollar pairs, chat. Look at this piece of price action. Most of you guys just don't know how to wait, so you guys would probably take a lot of losses in here, unfortunately. But yeah, man, there's nothing really to break down. There really isn't. What are we doing here? This is just chop, 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 right? No bueno. Don't want to be trading this kind of price action, man. Really don't. You avoid a lot of losses. Remember, guys, you don't need to, even if this thing just decides to rocket right now, doesn't mean you need to be in it, man. You guys want to trade conditions where you're confident, where you feel like your system's intact. You have a good idea of where price is heading to next. Why would you try and do your head in rangy PA like this, where you don't know what's going on and you're just going to get chopped up? A lot of unnecessary losses, lots. Gold's having a little bit of a sell right now. I'm assuming these lows will be next, chat. 40. We should go below 5,000 is what I'm saying, actually. Should go below 5,000. Excuse me. Bro, please take a trade in gold. You know, on a lower time frame, there was just an entry right now on a lower time frame, but that's not what I'm doing here, especially on CFD. I like to just trade higher, catch higher time frame moves. If you guys were bearish, excuse me, this was an entry right here. God damn. 1 second. So do you see correlation pairs before every trade? Do you see like correlation? I don't know what you mean by that. NQ coming down for these lows we set in London. Have lots of lows down here too. Nothing looks good, chat. Nothing looks good. Previous 4 hours dunzo. Getting a reaction right now to the downside. How many years you stay unprofitable? A few years at the least. 23 years. 3 years until I made money. And correlation SMT divergence. 24,233 London low. London low I think would be right here. 24,210. Gold to these lows. Why does gold not look good? Like, in a sense where the downside looks too possible. In order for this to happen, what would need to occur? Like the war would end and shit? I don't know. I don't know. The thing about this move here is this is not pretty. A bullish move we had. Gold turning after this low is gone. So right now what I can see on gold is, on a lower time frame perspective, we've induced buyers by taking this high out, and now we've just trapped them by taking the low out from the left, and now you're getting a little bit of a reaction. The thing is, it's just I'd be trading blindly, chat, by looking for any positions on gold, because yeah, maybe you can try and find stuff in here. Like, my voice is like God damn. You can find stuff in here, sure, but what's going on the bigger time frame, the bigger perspective, right? And that's what you got to be focusing on here. So, like, realistically, I would love to see gold above these highs, 52.27, before downside. Because that's what I've been looking for. In order to short this thing back down, I wanted to see that. So that would be the most ideal scenario if gold did that. What do I suggest to new traders? Broker or prop firm? Prop firms all day long. Prop firms all day long. Always, always, always. Prop firms, my man. What's NQ saying, chat? Respecting the lows? Looks like we are. Can I check USD JPY? Yeah, I don't see anything on USD JPY right now, bro. Nothing. We've grabbed this high from the left these highs at the extreme, so you could see some bearish PA for a bit, have some lows intact down here and stuff, but that's all I see. You have all of this shit, but nothing too pretty, chat. Nothing too pretty. What's good, Wonder? Good to see you, bro. Bro, I'm 4 L's away from failing my Forex challenge. I wonder. Scale the risk down a bit, bro. Build your confidence back up. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, man. Happens to everybody. How many times a week do I go live? I'm live on CF twice a week. And then at my community, you have all I have all my socials in the description below if you want information on my other things. AU and GU been chopping me. You know, Wonder, I honestly, I don't blame you. Look how many people are getting destroyed here, and this is the thing. No one realizes this, but this is so true. A lot of people are getting chopped up to shit in this price action. It's true. It's true, man. A lot of people getting chopped up. NQ below the lows now, chat. AU has great long potential, but it just keeps digging. I honestly, I don't know if I can agree with that, Wonder. Really don't know. I can see this thing running both ways. It doesn't look pretty, I can tell you that for free. What do you use, broker or prop firm? I use prop firms right now. Excuse me, chat. Ooh. Does having more pairs affect your trading? I definitely recommend if you're newer to trading, if you're new to trading as a whole, reduce the amount of assets on your list, because you'll catch yourself making a lot of mistakes with bouncing around between a lot of different pairs. So don't do that. Did you get another challenge and you got your first payout? Yeah, for sure. Always. You want to look to scale always. Build that capital up. Man, these oil longs are crazy. Yo, Jan, these oil longs are crazy, bro. They really are. Oops. It actually is insane. Look at that. Madness. So crazy, bro. Like the gap. We closed on Friday. We closed on Friday, what, like 91-ish? 91.5-ish? And then opened up at we opened up at 98 and rocketed to 120 basically. It's just crazy. Pain and losses are the best courses. That's not a bad way of putting it. That is not a bad way of putting it. Really isn't. If you guys are looking to long gold, I would be interested in what price is doing now. That's if you guys are long on the higher time frames. That's why I'm not trading it right now. I'm completely just tracking price action with you guys. But this is what I would see. If price was to go long, it would probably start cooking up here. But if the higher time frames are bearish, guys, it's irrelevant what's going on here, to be honest with you. This is why I'm not trading it currently. Marco, I shorted BTC and Ethereum in the weekend. I made 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. Let's go. Yo, do a lot of you guys trade crypto over the weekend? Is there ever like volatile conditions over the weekend? Or I would assume no. Like, I don't know. Is there volatile conditions over the weekend sometimes? Yeah? So? What do you guys trade crypto on? Prop firms on the weekend, prop firms, or like just personal accounts? What do you guys trade them on? Prop firms or personals? Very slow on the way. So I'm getting mixed answers right now. Mixed answers. Personals. Oh, so I guess there is some prop firms out there that you can trade it. FTMO? I don't think you can trade crypto on the weekends on FTMO, bro. To my knowledge, at least. MQ spiked the low. We're going long right now, ish. Sometimes it does. That crash at the end of the last year happened on the weekend. No, that happened on a Sunday night. That was market open. Excuse me. Because I remember when that happened. The market was open. It was a Sunday night. You can trade on FTMO, but there's a lot of maintenance schedules on the weekends. Ah, I see. E8 market prop have crypto trading. Yeah, there is a couple prop firms out there for crypto. I don't know. Maybe we get into it in the future. I wouldn't mind it. I like diversifying. Like ever since I've gone back to FX, I love being able to trade different markets. I have the time. I love trading enough to do that. So I don't know. Maybe we dip our toes into crypto soon enough. We'll see. Definitely would be trading crypto for only swing opportunities. Like, for example, in the last, 2 months, the only trade I would have been able to take with you guys would have been this. The short that we talked about all through stream. This was a nice opportunity. No wonder they're not passed yet. They are not passed yet, bro. All my Apex accounts are up like 3.5%, I think it is. I don't have them on my copier right now, so I can't even see the exact balance. Marco, I faced a problem in micro and mini lot in future. That's why I do CFD only. That's fine. That's fine. One opportunity, but a big one. Yeah, that's how I would be trading crypto if I was trading it. I would not bother to trade that market intraday or anything like that. It would be literally trades I'm holding for weeks at a time. Yo, Wonder, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I got that mental. Maybe one day. Never say never. What's up, Mohib? You know, I like them. I like them a lot. Marco, will you trade your strategy for the rest of your life? 100%. Chat, the long-term goal for me, honestly, with trading is I want to drift away eventually from like intraday and like scalping. And I want to be taking trades and holding trades for like days at the minimum, but like days/weeks. That's like the long-term goal for myself. That's where I'll see myself doing long-term. I definitely do not see myself scalping in intraday trading long term. It's just, bro, it's just too much. I can't tell you guys how much easier it is on the mental. Like, you don't need a lot of mental battery to just take a trade and hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5, however long. Days, though, weeks. You end up forgetting about it. Like, it's even running. Like, all my best CFD trades, I forget about them mid-trade. Giveaways happen. I will be running the giveaways on stream later. Always. We run giveaways every single stream, chat. I got you. Don't worry. Do you plan to do that only your strategy or implementing other fundamentals? So, Jan, I'll give you an example. Look at what happened with oil right now, right? And oil actually provided an amazing, incredible entry from a technical perspective. Okay? Once we took out these lows, this was really good. This was really good. And then we had more technical opportunities on the way up here. So I always use entries on the charts, obviously technicals, but I want to start getting better at aligning myself with fundamentals as well. Not in the sense where like I need to know all the numbers, all these different things, no. But like what's going on around the world, we should have been prepared for this. So that's what I think, Jan. Yo, Papa Riz in the building. Where the numbers at? Riz, everybody doesn't know the time change. Don't got the numbers, my bro. We washed. The time changed? Yeah, see, I guess nobody knows the time change. The time changed, yeah. Right now, it's half an hour into stock. Look at the bottom right of my screen. Half an hour into stock open. 10 a.m. Gold is going long off what we talked about, chat. But again, I wouldn't be trading this really right now. What is your highest win in Forex? My biggest single trade ever was 14,000. Not insanely big, but I mean, it's big for me. It's big for me. I know where I came from when it comes to money, so there's certain, whenever I close a trade in CFDs now, like that single trade, usually when I close, it's like $3,000, $4,000 on a CFD trade. That's what I used to make. That's what I used to make in a whole month at my old full-time job. So I will never forget that. Obviously, I'm looking to grow and scale, and you know, I don't want to put a limit on myself, but I'm also always going to be grateful to where I am now, right? Again, if you really look at it, it used to take me $4,000 in a whole month, 40 hours a week, right? And that's like hard, grimy work as well. NQ back up to the highs. Yeah, Jan, I definitely agree. I definitely agree. Definitely, bro. Caltrixia. That's very kind of you, bro. I appreciate you. When will I start? When do I think I will start making $1 million per trade? What? Maybe next week? I don't know. I'm down for next week. I'm down for next week, chat. I'm down for next week. Bro, don't take me wrong, but $4,000 a month is very good from a job. Yeah, no, 100% is good. 100%, man. I was young as well. Took me like 5 years at my job to get to that point. And keep smacking retail chairs. Yeah, not surprised we're getting a little bit of a chop right now. Look, we take the lows. We take the lows, chat. We get a rush back up. Respect the highs. We're coming back down for the lows. We're just getting this little bouncy kind of range right now. Why not shorting? Well, what is my higher time frame saying, man? We just had a big gap yesterday. Sell off in Asia. Choppy chop. We've just grabbed higher time frame lows. Ain't nothing telling me to trade this thing right now. Ain't nothing. Excuse me. Can you explain the Apex plan? What is the best? There's no best one. It's just whatever one you think works better for yourself, rules wise. So, guys, you're always just gonna have to do some research on your own and see what rules make the most sense for you. Like, for example, the end of day drawdown on Apex is the accounts I would use personally. But if you guys want to use the intraday drawdown, it's completely up to you, right? You just have to choose what works for you. That's it, guys. That's it. Mark, what would you say is better trading wise? Intraday trading, session trading? Intraday and session is kind of the same, I would say, in my opinion. But yeah, I would say it's the same. Which highs and lows am I looking for key levels for NQ and liquid? Nothing, man. Nothing. Honestly, nothing at all. I just have a couple levels marked out. I'm honestly not interested in really trading it right now. Why MT4 and 5 are not like trading views? What do you mean, George? Do you think there'll be a trade for NQ today? Guys, there's trades. Listen, it just depends what kind of system you trade. For myself, no, I don't think there will be anything for me. Based off the... I always base my narrative, chat, off the higher time frame. And what do you see right now? I don't see any liquidity on my chart, so I don't know what I'm going to be targeting. The only thing I have marked on, literally, is this. These lows. That's it, chat. That's literally it. That's all I got marked on. These internal lows. Because price can easily just come down and respect the lows, build, go up. Like, these things can happen. So in these conditions, I just like to chill out. I like price to develop. I like liquidity to get built. I like for price to show me a narrative, a storyline, right? There's no narrative and there's no storyline in front of me right now. There ain't nothing. Could you use a couple of accounts to make the big profit? No, I did not. That was one account. That was one account, sir. I need only 1% to pass phase 1. I've never reached this in a profit. I'm always blew the accounts. Thank you so much, Marco, for creating this amazing strategy. I'm always grateful. W, bro. Congratulations, and stay patient. If you need 1%, all you gotta do is wait for one more trade. You don't need to be taking anything dumb. So just stay patient, man. That's my best advice to you, is stay patient. You don't need to pass it today. You don't need to pass it tomorrow. If you need to wait all week to make 1%, so be it. Marco, show us your biceps. Wifey's not gonna like that one, chat. Wifey's not gonna like that one. We can't be saying those kind of things. Marco, do you only trade the first 2 hours of market open? Yeah, I own, like, actively, like me staring at the chart. I will only ever do this in the AM session. Always. No nudity, bro. Dot dot dot. Chat, what are we saying right now? What are we saying, bro? What are we saying, chat? If NQ is going to continue bearish, guys, I would keep an eye on this high up here. Good short out of there. Again, this is all pure speculation. This is nothing I'm taking. So this is just me tracking price for fun because the higher time frames, I'm not sure. They're just taking out that high now. Okay, so CA Fever, you have been in the chat and asked about the giveaways. Every single message you have typed in here. It's all you ask is about the giveaways. So if you're here just for the giveaways, Morty and not short on BE right now. Well done. Well done. Well done. Is psychology overrated? Hell no. Hell no. Psychology is definitely not overrated. Marco is a tree of 3 legs. Yes, it is very true. Marco, do you have both futures and CFDs props? Yes, sir. I have 300, 500, 650,000. Why he only wants giveaways? I don't know. Some people are like that, bro. We have no problem running giveaways, but this guy has... No, I am asking because sometimes the best question is... What? What? Chad, if I had to put my finger on this thing right now, like, 4 hour just opened up. We got previous 4 hour low tucked right below. I would say we're gonna continue bearish to these lows at the least. At the least. What happens afterwards? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, these things are intact right now. We have plenty of upside available because of the higher time frames. So because of this. So right now, think about it like this, logically speaking. I buy below old lows, sell above old highs. It's a basic, simple rule. You guys have probably heard this a million times. Look what we've done here. So we've sold off and traded below old lows. Naturally, is it smart to sell? Would it be smart? Would it be from a higher time frame perspective? For me, no. In order for me to start looking for sells again, I would need to see price build liquidity at this low. However it does. And then maybe you look for a sell here or something. But for me to start looking for sells right after taking a higher time frame low to the side, and this should be like a light bulb going off for some of you guys. You're automatically putting yourself in a position where you're going to be trading lower probable conditions, period. Okay? Understand that. Marco, brother, check the 1 minute time frame in gold. See what I mean? No one gives a shit about the higher time frames anymore. Meanwhile, that's where everything comes from. So sad. So sad. Marco, brother, if someone asked you to explain your strategy in 3 words or 3 lines, what would that be? To summarize it as best as possible, it's as simple as saying, I look to trade once traders are taken out of the market, once I view traders to be taken out of the market. Okay, so I take advantage of what people usually call the trap moves, whatever you want to call it. So I've identified traders in the market here. I want to wait for them to get taken out, and then I look to short. That's what I look for. I don't participate in any of this. I wait for this move to occur from low to high, and then I ride the move back down. That's just how I keep myself trading the highest probable conditions, the most consistent conditions. That's just what I look for. It's what has worked for me for years, and that's what I'm going to continue to use and get better at. All right. What do you think about instant funding? Instant funding is a good option for profitable traders, bad option for unprofitable traders. Can I recommend a backtesting tool? TradeZella, man. TradeZella. Always, always, always. TradeZella is the best tool out there for any traders, newer traders, advanced traders. It will automatically journal everything for you. They have an incredible backtesting software. It is the only tool you need as a trader. The only. Where are you investing your money right now? Bro, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm sitting cash. I do not like the state of the world. There's so much uncertainty and fear right now. The only place I would like my money to be right now is gold. Long term, at least. But I'm sitting cash. Real estate, I don't like, especially in Canada. So that's what I'm doing right now. Until I see opportunity elsewhere, that's what I'm going to continue to do. Watches. Maybe we put all of our money into watches. And we sit heavy on watches. Pretty sure the watch market is down quite a bit since COVID, I think. I think at least. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know much about the watch market as a whole. Excuse me. How do you trade the rolling contract? To be honest with you, I always just trade NQ1, so I don't have to worry about it. Marco, what's the reason good traders spend so much time on break-even phase? I can answer that confidently by saying people that spend so much time in break-even phase have one issue, and that is not knowing how to take losses. So you guys know how to follow your system in the sense where how to find your setup, wait for your setups, take the entries per your setups. But then as soon as one doesn't work out, or maybe two or three, or you go through a little rough period, then that's when you blow up, and that's when you stay in that break-even phase. Learn how to lose in this market. Learn how to lose, and that will take you so far. So far. This is a sit on your hands type of day. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm sitting on my hands. There's going to be, listen, if we go bullish chat for a bit today, I'm telling you, don't worry. There's going to be plenty of opportunity to long this thing back up. There are many, many, many targets. So don't worry about missing anything today, because tomorrow we could find a long in here or up there. So don't worry about catching the bottom. There's always going to be more opportunity. Always, always, always. Keep in mind, we have CPI on on Wednesday as well. Don't forget that. Also very important. What's your prediction on the Iran conflict? My prediction? Like, are you just saying like how long it's gonna last or something? I have no idea. All I know that it is a very unfortunate situation for many people, and I don't wish that upon anybody. Don't want to bring politics into the chat because some people are very, very aggressive when it comes to it, and that's the last thing we need to do, is bring that into the chat. Love the YouTube videos. I appreciate you, bro. We got many more YouTube videos on the way. We have a brand new one coming out tomorrow, so keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for tomorrow. Brand new YouTube video. We got ya. Prop firms allow to hold future trades overnight. Futures trades? I have no idea. Futures, I have no clue. I'm not sure which firms allow overnight futures holding, but and I'm not gonna lie, if I haven't heard of them, if you guys find one, don't use them. Because you're probably gonna get scammed, Maro. You're probably gonna get scammed. Video on finding liquidity blocks. Chat, hold tight. Tomorrow we have a big video coming out. That's gonna make a lot of you happy. Stay patient. Stay patient. Can you look at gold? Gold is just chilling still. So on a lower time frame perspective, highs taken, lows taken, and it's going long for a bit right now. But where's it gonna go? Bro, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. NQ just continuously respecting highs right now and lows However, since this came off respecting liquidity to the left, I do believe shorts will be seen first. To where? Maybe just this low. I don't really know where it needs to go after that. Your style of trading can save a lot of accounts. I think my style of trading just like helps you filter out when and what and when you should be trading, in my opinion. It will help you identify when conditions aren't favorable. Marco the Great. Marco the Great is insane. Where did you learn from? Listen, I can say this in the most humble way possible. The way I trade right now, I learned from myself. I am in no way a genius whatsoever. I just put a lot of time into the charts, studying a lot, and developed how I trade now. No one's taught me what I use right now. And again, I say that in the most humble way possible, just to give you a straight answer. Bro, I am 17, learning trading for 6 years. 6 years and you're 17. So you were trading it when you were 11? Wait a second. Wait a second, chat. No, sir, Mohib. Why Marco doesn't live stream? What am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? Marco, when did you know you got this trading wise, but especially mindset wise? Mindset I'm always working on. I feel like I still have a lot of weaknesses when it comes to psychology. No one ever is going to master psychology. I feel like you end up just growing and learning day by day. I feel like you'll hit a point where you stop making the old mistakes you used to make. The ones you actually, sorry, let me word it like this. Mistakes that you used to make a lot will be tuned down a lot. You won't make those a lot anymore. And if you do, you kind of get over it quicker, in the sense where you don't beat yourself up about it. But you have to also understand that even the best traders in the world make mistakes psychology wise. No one's perfect. You have to remember, we're only human, right? We're basically inevitably going to make mistakes. It's actually impossible not have emotion when you're trading, right? There's ways, there's tricks and tips and tricks to use to help remove as much emotion as possible. However, we're always going to have emotion, especially when you start kind of pushing the limits, increasing size. Yeah, I feel like increasing size would be the biggest one. As soon as you start increasing size, yeah, you're going to start feeling some type of way about it, right? You're seeing numbers that you're not used to. You're seeing numbers that you haven't seen before. P&L, you're floating $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Meanwhile, last year you were floating $300, $400 at a time, right? So these things you have to just get accustomed to, and it takes time. Do you think German 40 will keep going bullish for a bit? I think German 40 might see a higher time frame move to the upside. But then again, just like we're sitting right now on NQ and stuff like that, it's going to take time. And that's why I'm just allowing price to play out in front of us on NQ. Marco, give us your Italian Riz tech on how you got Hannah. We're going to have to ask her. She needs to type in chat and tell us. Maybe it was my pasta making skills. I don't know. I'm not sure, chat. Please suggest an overnight Forex trading. We're partnered with an amazing Forex prop firm called Alpha Capital. I definitely recommend them. It was actually all me. Oh, well, this is embarrassing now. Marco, do you scalp trade? Yes, sir. If I do scalp intraday trade, it is only on futures. It is only on futures. Pasta or pho? Oof. I feel like I'm gonna have to say pasta, but I'm not gonna lie. Ever since, and the crazy thing is, chat, I've never had pho in my life until I met Hannah. So pho is definitely one of my favorite meals now, ever since I started having it. So that's for sure. Like every single time I go visit wifey's family, the mother-in-law makes some bomb-ass pho thai. So pho with like beef in it, and like the beef is like so thinly sliced, like, and because it's cooked by the soup, the hot broth, like it like melts in your mouth. Dude, it's next level. It's next level. Marco, brother, how old are you? Oh man, what's the date right now? March 9th. In a month's time, chat. In a month, I'm gonna be 30 years old. Can I get a rip in the chat? Let's get a rip going in the chat. Because when I was a kid, I always told myself I wanted to be worth 30 million when I was 30. We still got 30 million to go, bro. We got a problem. Unk. I'm getting called Unk now. God damn. That's a hard rip, bro. Congratulations on making it to 30. Rip Unk. Yeah, I'm getting cooked, chat. I'm getting cooked. So sad. It's an RIP right now. Marco, you got a long way to go with the kind of skill you got. I appreciate you, bro. Some kind words. Marco, what do you think you will carry this skill of yours beyond 60 years? Wait. Are you talking about me trading in 60 years? This is awkward. I'll be 89. The only candles I'll be looking at are the ones beside me while I kick my feet up and do absolutely nothing because I'm 89. That's it, man. Calvin says, you know what, chat? Listen, let this all be a lesson for ourselves today. And this is not because I'm putting you in the spotlight right now, Calvin, whatsoever, by the way. But this is, I respect the transparency, by the way. Been absolutely disgusted with myself today. Overtraded, broke several rules, and it didn't cost me anything. I'd rather get punished for my mistakes. I would say, Calvin, don't beat yourself up. Of course, you broke rules. You did things that you weren't supposed to do. Now, your job as a trader is to take it to the chin. Identify what caused those mistakes. See what you can fix up on so that does not happen again in the future. Chris asks, I have a question, Marco. How to develop good discipline? I feel like having discipline off the charts will aid you in having discipline on the charts. I'm a strong believer in that. Strong believer. You know, when I first saw you on Chart Fanatics, you opened my eyes on liquidity, man. Since then, I understand the chart so much more. So big bless for you and your family. Damn, Ohib, I appreciate you, man. Kind words. Truly kind words. Chop day chat today. Are we surprised? Not surprised. You know, man, and I'm very thankful to get to a point in my trading where I understand. Honestly, it took me like, I open up my charts, 30 seconds. 30 seconds of looking at the chart to know that today's going to be a no good trading day. That's all it takes. All right, chat. Listen. We got good old giveaway time coming in now. Good old giveaway time. All right. So the word to enter into today's giveaway, type it in chat. It's going to be exclamation mark. I know you guys are all in chat right now ready with your exclamation mark, but here we go. Exclamation mark Monday in chat. Exclamation mark Monday. Yo, what's good, Mads? Welcome in. Exclamation mark Monday in chat, and we'll get you going in this giveaway. Go crazy. Get your entries in. Have some fun. Get your entries in. Good stuff, chat. Good stuff. All right. Chat, we're going to shut her down. We're going to shut her down. Look, how many copy and paste does it take? Look at chat. Look at you guys. How many copy and paste does it take for chat to see that all entries are in? It's an interesting one. Alrighty. I'm going to get the names all ready to go, chat. Give me a second. There we go. Boss man Anthony has sent us the names over, chat. I'm going to get the giveaway all sorted for you guys. All right. Here we go, chat. Here we go. All right, so what do we have to give away today? We have an Apex account, an Alpha Capital account, and a 6 months TradeZella subscription. All right, so we got some banger ones today. Lock in. Here we go. First one is going to be for Apex. First one is going to be for Apex, chat. Here we are. And D-Trades. Yo, I seen that Quiet Storm. Close. D-Trades. D-Trade. That's what I'm going to say is D-Trade. Congratulations. Won yourself a free Apex account. D-Trade. Remember, guys, all these accounts I give away, I expect one thing from you all. One thing. Like the stream and pass the account for me. Like the stream, pass the account. Those are the two things I want from you. D-Trade, congratulations on your Alpha Capital. Apex account. Next one is going to be for Alpha Capital, chat. Here we are. Next one's going to be for Alpha Capital. Here we are. Let's go. And it is for J_Ali23. Congratulations, bro. Free Alpha Capital account goes to you. Remember, guys, if you guys do win an account, instructions are in chat. So follow the instructions carefully. And you can claim your free account. There you are. Alpha Capital, bro. Congratulations. Last one is going to be for TradeZella, chat. Lock in. Here we are. Let's go. This is for TradeZella Blackberry 68828. Let's go. Congratulations, man. W's in chat for all the winners. W's for all of you guys in chat as well for hanging out with me today on this slow morning. But nonetheless, I always like to use Mondays because Mondays typically are a little bit slower, chat. But I like to use it as a like a forecast with you guys to kind of forecast the week, right? Because we go through every asset on my list, so I kind of give you guys insight on what I'm looking for throughout the week. So I feel like Mondays are still hold a lot of value for us, even though they can be slow sometimes. But nonetheless, that's it for me today, guys. I appreciate every single one of you for hanging with me on this fine Monday. I hope you guys have a great week. Guys, remember, we have CPI on Wednesday, so step carefully tomorrow. Save your bullets. CPI Wednesday, Thursday news, and Friday news. So we got some volatile stuff coming in the end of the week. We have a brand new episode on PFT coming out in 30 minutes, by the way. Brand new podcast. So if you guys are a prop firm trader, go check out that brand new podcast that releases in 30 minutes. I appreciate all of you guys. Remember, trade safe and be safe. We will talk soon. I will see you guys back in here on Thursday. All right, and Brother Abe is going to be with you guys tomorrow. All right, we'll talk soon, guys. All the best.